Word of the day. The word of the day is perseverance. To persist in doing something despite difficulty. And an example of that is her perseverance kept her steady in tough times. Our urban word of the day is grind. We all know what that means. Consistent hard work and hustle to reach your goals. Example for that is she's on the grind building her brand brick by brick. Today's theme is motivation. It's Motivation Monday. Every story, fact, segment will tie in to how motivation pushes us forward. Okay, on to news and weather. Today, New York City, Mayor launches a motivational job training program for underserved communities, highlighting opportunity for growth. Your weather today is going to be partly sunny with a high of 82. In Los Angeles, heat wave tests resilience as city pushes motivational campaigns for hydration and community safety. It's going to be hot and dry and, my goodness, humid in LA today. So you guys, it's high. It's going to be a high. I keep stressing high of 97 because we know LA, that weather can be humid and dry. So keep yourself hydrated. In Chicago, violence prevention rally motivates youth with after-school programs and mentorship. The weather there, you'll have showers throughout the day with a high of 78. In Atlanta, Black Business Summit motivates entrepreneurs to build legacies and generational wealth. Weather there today is going to be humid and cloudy with a high of 85. In Miami, community unites before storm season, motivational cleanup projects showing strength and unity. You're going to have thunderstorms there today throughout the day with a high of 88. In Houston, residents share motivational stories of resilience while FEMA extends aid deadlines. There are going to be storms there also today throughout the day with a high of 91. In Tampa, schools adopt wellness campaign motivating students to balance academics and health. Today in Tampa, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 87. In DC, Voting Rights March motivates thousands to keep the fight alive. It's going to be a sunny day there in DC with a high of 83. And Mr. Evans in Tarpon Springs, it's the news there today is Cultural Heritage Festival motivates small business owners to showcase unique crafts. It's going to be a high of 86 there with sunny day. It's going to be a sunny day. Sorry. In Toronto, Youth Motivational Summit draws leaders from around the world. And the weather there today is going to be sunny, partly cloudy with a high of 75. In Vancouver, motivational climate murals encourage residents to take action. The weather there today is going to be partly sunny with a high of 72. Cayman Islands, tourism campaign Motivate to Innovate launches. The high there is going to be 88 and sunny. In Bless Up, Carnival pushes motivational themes of joy and pride in culture. It's going to be sunny there with a high of 89. Montego Bay, residents host motivational wellness retreats and workshops. It's going to be a breezy day with a high of 86. Ocho Rios, motivational focus on health tourism inspires locals and visitors. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 87. Negril, motivational yoga and wellness events inspire peace and clarity. It's going to be clear skies with a high of 86. Okay, we're going to move on to this day in history, where we find out different facts in our history, U.S. history, African American history, and quotes. So in 1965, the Voting Rights Act was signed, motivating generations to fight for equality. In 1988, first night baseball game at Wrigley Field in Chicago. In 1974, Nixon resigns, showing how motivation for accountability can bring systematic change. And African American history facts today. In 1908, Jack Johnson motivates history by becoming the first Black heavyweight boxing champion. In 1950, Ralph Boudin wins the Nobel Peace Prize, motivating peace and diplomacy. I know I'm saying that wrong. Diplomacy. There we go. Got tongue-tied there for a second, everyone. 2008, Barack Obama is nominated for president, motivating an era of hope. We missed that era. African American inventors. Garrett Morgan invented the traffic light and the gas mask, motivating safety innovation. Madam C.J. Walker built a healthcare empire, motivating entrepreneurship. Lonnie Johnson created the Super Soaker, motivating fun and engineering progress. I remember playing with them super soakers when I was a kid. Had about 2 or 3 of them. They done made them way more advanced now. Quotes of the day. Success is measured by obstacles overcome, by Booker T. Washington. Don't agonize, organize, Florence Kennedy. The time is always right to do what's right, Martin Luther King Jr. Fact of the day. Octopuses have 3 hearts, motivating marine biologists to study resilience in nature. 3 hearts. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to give you the lyrics to live by in music today. This is going to be a song to pump up, get you motivated, and keep you, just your mind on keeping going forward, period. Staying focused. That's the mean. Stay focused on what you're doing and what your dreams are. Today's song is going to be "We Gonna Be All Right" by Kendrick Lamar. That just reminds me of the Super Bowl. All right, on to sports. All right, U.S. sports and baseball. We got the Phillies so short in a 4-5 loss to the Marlins. White Sox edge the Tigers 6-4. The Twins defeated the Royals. Cardinals beat the Giants. Nationals topped the Cubs. Rangers overcame the Astros. Padres crushed the Rockies. Angels beat the A's. And the Red Sox outpaced the Diamondbacks. In the NFL, we got a few games. And a minute, and I'm going to go through all of them, and I'm going to tell you who won. The Bengals over the Browns, the Jaguars over the Panthers, the Steelers over the Jets, the Colts over the Dolphins, the Raiders over the Patriots, the Commanders over the Giants, the Broncos over the Titans, the 49ers over the Seahawks, the Packers over the Lions, The Rams over the Texans. Bills over the Ravens. Whew, that was a Sunday football, huh? And tonight, for Monday Night Football, we got the Vikings and the Bears. That should be a good game because I think they've had a rival for a while. All right, so on to Canadian highlights. Canada men's national soccer team beat Romania. Canada beat the U.S. in the National League for third place. Jamaica highlights. Jamaica U17s beat Guyana U17s in cricket. Trinidad and Tobago advanced in Super 50, beating Jamaica. Jamaica Talawas celebrated recent T20 wins. All right, that's all for sports for right now for today. But each of these victories and struggles is fueled by discipline, resilience, and motivation. On to music and entertainment. All right, our music pick of the week is going to be Motivation by Normani, a perfect soundtrack for starting strong. In celebrity news, Beyonce announces Renaissance Tour film release, motivating fans worldwide. Tyler Perry donates $2 million to HBCUs, motivating education. Michael B. Jordan produces a motivational sports docuseries. That should be interesting when it comes out. All right, y'all. I'm going to give y'all the new TikTok trend as been reported by the news. It's called One Song, Many Generations. And it says, record different age groups reacting to the same iconic track, showing motivation across generations. Okay. So you're going to play the same song, but show different age groups and how they're reacting to that song. That's the new trend on TikTok. All right, today's horoscopes. Aries, motivation fuels your fire. Step boldly, but manage your energy to avoid burnout. Taurus, motivated by security. Plant seeds for financial growth today. Gemini, your words inspire others. Motivate someone by sharing your wisdom. Cancer, emotions become a strength today. Motivated connections strengthen family bonds. Leo gang gang. Motivated charisma brings recognition. Shine with humility. Virgo, motivated detail pays off. Your precision motivates coworkers. Libra, motivated by balance. New partnerships emerge with harmony. Scorpio, motivation sparks transformation. Let go of baggage and move forward. Sagittarius, motivation fuels exploration. Plan a new adventure, big or small. Capricorn, motivated discipline yields results. Long-term plans bear fruit. Aquarius, community inspires you. Motivate innovation with group energy. Pisces, creativity flows. Motivation through art or journaling brings healing. All right, today we're going to give out some birthday shout outs, but first let's give out celebrity birthdays. Whitney Houston would have been 62 today. Megan Good is 44 and Deion Sanders is 57. I would like to give a personal heavenly shout out to my grandmother, Vera Duff. Today was her birthday. Okay, excuse me. All right, I'm moving on to our cause of the week. Our cause of the week, I like to focus on a medical information, a medical focus. Our medical focus today will be sickle cell anemia. Many of you may not know what that means or what it is, so I'm going to give you a definition. It's a genetic disorder where red blood cells are mishappen, causing blockages, fatigue, and pain. There are many people in the US and around the world that suffer from this disease. It's not whereas you can actually see it. You wouldn't know anyone has it unless they tell you. So people that have it are usually very tired, have pain, and most of the time they suffer in silence. Family members that are taking care of anyone with sickle cell know the struggles, know to check on their family members, and know to have empathy and sympathy to help their family member or friend deal with this disease. If you need any more information regarding sickle cell anemia, the agency you contact is Sickle Cell Disease Association of America, also known as SCDAA. They motivate change through advocacy for finding a cure and medical diagnosis and medical treatments. The website is sicklecelldisease.org. And the resilience of these patients should inspire us all to keep pushing, no matter what. Okay, on to finance. Finance tip of the day: start a savings plan as soon as you can. A savings plan as far as your rainy day savings and an emergency fund. And like I said last week, as far as financial planning, and a financial tip is to pay yourself first. 10% of everything that you bring in, pay yourself first. And then distribute that money you paid yourself first for your rainy day fund, or what my mom used to call my mad money, and also an emergency fund. That way you always have something to fall back on in case of an emergency, or if you want to help out a friend, family, or if you just want to buy a new pair of shoes, a new hat, you can do that without damaging or making any changes to your original budget. Okay, on to self-care. Women's health. Daily affirmations and journaling motivate your mood and clarity. I give my daily affirmations every day, which I hope help and reach people, to help motivate them and stay positive. I personally also journal because I like to reflect on my day. Sometimes I don't speak on all of my feelings during the day, but no matter what, I can always write it down, and there's, no room for judgment, or no one's going to read it. My intimate thoughts that are in my head, or my dreams and goals. If you choose not to share those, you can always write it down. And then plus it helps with anxiety, depression. Get those things out, get them out of, off your heart and out of your head, so you can clear your mind in your head to move on and push on and stay focused and, go about your life. It's the little small things that you can do, to help your mental health. Men's health. Morning workouts motivate consistent energy. I know a lot of men get up and they go work out in that gym and they get them nice bodies for us to look at, but also they need to take care of their health and make sure that they're getting regular doctor checkups, that no matter what your age, get your mindset on, your body, just like you're going to, work out, pump that iron, your body on the inside too. And if there's anything that doesn't feel right, or anything is out of abnormal, please go and get it checked out. No matter how minute you think it is, it might be something different once if you get it checked out. So Make sure you stay up on your health. It's very important. Beauty tip of the day: citrus oils motivate freshness. Citrus oils pertaining to orange and grapefruit. I don't. I've heard of those being in like facial cleansers and lotions and body lotions and things like that. So, and I'm quite sure they smell good as well. Tech tip of the day: productivity apps like Notion, Trello, and Todoist keep motivation organized. So I haven't tried any of these apps or anything. So I'm assuming that it's to keep you organized. But for me, a good day book does the trick. If you have Outlook calendar, that does the trick. Um, and it works. So, but I mean, whatever, floats your boat. Some people have their organizers on their phone and they work that way, better that way too. But me, I have to have paper. I have to be able to see it. So that's how I keep organized. All right, lifestyle and motivation. Recipe of the day: soul food made motivational. Baked turkey wings with collard greens. OMG. I think I might make that today myself. As a matter of fact, some good old greens with some turkey wings or a turkey leg. All right. In travel today, family, Orlando theme parks with back to school specials. You might want to check, that the Disney website. They do have a lot of specials knowing kids are going back and not a lot of families to be visiting, but they still have, coupons and different packages right now for families. So, girls trip, Cabo San Lucas, beaches and spas. A massage on the beach, looking at white sand and blue water and just relaxing to some nice music and a Mai Tai. It does sound good, girls. And a romantic getaway, they say, is, what is this? Santorini. I think I did that one last week. I'm sorry. Sunsets. However, Jamaica's always good, I hear. Relationship today, ask your partner, what motivates you right now and how can I support you? That should bring a good conversation and dialogue between you two. All right, book club update. We are reading the 48 Laws of Power. Law 1. Let me get my notes here. Never outshine the master. Always make superiors feel superior. Overshadowing them breeds resentment. So in other words, never let your superior, know what you know. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know more than them, that can backfire on you. I've been in a few jobs where as I could actually do my boss's job easy. However, that title means something. And if you want to, not have any backlash or, any issues with your superior, then just stay in your lane, pretty much. Just stay in your lane. Protect your drive until you're ready to act, Um, reflection on that is, where should I stay quiet until my motivation builds results? When you feel like you've learned your job and you've been doing your job for maybe give it a year or two, and you've pretty much mastered it, you can do it in your sleep, then I would ask, hey, I'm been at my job, been doing it for a while. What is my advancement? Where can I advance in this company without, saying, okay, I want your job next. You know what I mean? That's how we feel. We can do it. However, just ask for what options do I have for advancement. All right. Interaction quiz. Who said without struggle, there is no progress? A. W.E.B. Du Bois. B. Frederick Douglass. Or C. Marcus Garvey. Anyone know the answer to that? I do. The answer is B. Frederick Douglass. Struggles are the soil where progress grows. All right, everyone. Today, we affirmed resilience, shared motivational news, celebrated Black excellence, reviewed sports, and fueled our day with tips and inspiration. Tomorrow's theme is Tell Me Something Good Tuesday. So if you have anything, any good story, any good posts, any good quotes, or whatever, DM me and let me know what they are, and I'll be happy to read them on the air. So my send off in closing today: motivation is the fuel, discipline is the engine, and you are the driver. Keep moving forward. Even small steps are progress. Period.